A young man came to see me in his very early 20s. I think he was 20 years old. And he was alcoholic. I think his parents forced him to come. And after 4 months talking with him, he just kept relapsing. He just kept going back to his drinking habits. And maybe in desperation, I made this young man talk to another alcoholic. This older alcoholic lost his job, lost his wife, lost his family, lost everything because of his habit of alcoholism. I found out later that in one session with this alcoholic, with another alcoholic, a transformation happened. And so I asked this young man, what made you change? What made you uh, finally decide to give up your habit? And in his own words, he said this, and I quote, naramdaman ko talaga ang hirap at lungkot ng mawalan. Ayoko mangyari ito sa akin. I truly felt what it's like to lose everything. I don't want this to happen to me. A live testimony is more powerful than the most eloquent sermons. Christ appeared again to his disciples, but they were still fearful. They were still terrified. They thought he was a ghost. In fact, they were still hiding behind locked doors. Jesus did not give them another sermon. Instead, his response was he told them to look, to touch his wounds. You know, Jesus already had a glorified body. But nevertheless, he retained those wounds caused in the crucifixion because they were supposed to be a powerful testament of his love. We need proofs, especially for love. It is foolish to think that somebody loves me just because he says it or she says it. It doesn't work. And especially, we love people in our heart and in our minds. That is not enough. It is not enough to love the people that we love. These people must feel this love without any doubt whatsoever. Otherwise, it's useless. Otherwise, our love does not benefit them if they do not feel that love. A living testimony is the most effective means of making people know they are truly loved. And it must be like the testimony of Jesus. They must see and touch our wounds. It means allowing ourselves to be inconvenienced if we truly love. It means going beyond our comfort zone. It must be willingness to be hurt, to be insecure. Wala na yung mga demands na dapat ganito ang grades mo. Dapat nandito ka sa school na to. Dapat ganito ang ginagawa mo. Dapat ganito ang boyfriend mo. Dapat ganito ang girlfriend mo. You know, a mother came to me one time. She was so distressed because she was saying that, my son, lahat na lang ng nililigawan niya, kulang yung apelyido. Nung unang niligawan niya, ang apelyido Ortiga. Yung susunod, ang apelyido Kohang. At ngayon, yung nililigawan niya is a certain Isabel Marco. Kulang. This demands that we have, meaning this willingness to be wounded means, yes, swallowing our pride. An unwed daughter, and his father accompanies her all the time in all her medical appointments. A son who comes out as an LGBT, and the father Hindi siya kinahihiya at hindi siya pinapahiya. And yet the Father says, Father, para kong pinako sa krus, sobrang sakit. The willingness to be wounded. Having wounds to show for our love is the best experience of love that will not be forgotten. Words like, ginapang ako ng aking mga magulang para sa pag-aaral ko. What a precious thing. Alam na alam ko, when we have some scholars coming from the provinces, there was one scholar who was telling me that, what motivates me to study so much and so hard, and I'm willing to go through anything was, our parents, my parents, in order for me, it's just coming from Ifugao. My parents, they mortgaged our house and sold our 2 cows just for me to be able to come to Manila. What a motivation for him. The sacrifice the parents were willing to do, are willing to invest, susubo na lang nila, binibigay pa sa akin. Our wounds because of love is our best testimony of love. One time, the devil appeared to Teresa of Avila, Saint Teresa of Avila, in the form of Jesus. The devil can mimic God. They can mimic God's works, pretend to be God. And immediately Teresa of Avila told the devil, you are not Jesus. And the devil answered, how do you know I'm not Jesus? Because you have no wounds. There is no loving possible without the willingness to be wounded. This is the testimony of love. Sana all of us here will be able to say, Jesus, sugatan ka ng dahil sa akin. Ako rin ng dahil sa inyo. Jesus, you're wounded because of me. I wish I was also wounded for other people. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Let us pause for a while and ask the Lord and listen to what He wants to tell us.